Sam every day is looking at the stock market, the real one.
Well, listen, that's smart, right? Like, you should know more than I do about it, that's for sure. You should be invested in the stock market. I'm just saying it's not, like, we're not going to have a segment on the show breaking down the actual stock market at any point, right? I don't think that's going to happen on the Pat and Aaron show.
I caught him looking at the Dow the other day, and he was, like, freaking out.
We're far too silly for that around here. But what about the Tampa Bay sports market? If our local teams were a stock, would you be buying or selling? And this is one of those things where, like, I've told you, Aaron, that I'd be a terrible GM. I'd probably be a terrible investor as well, because I'm probably not risk averse enough. Like, I'm trying to talk myself into selling, because every team I look at, I'm like, oh, I could very much easier talk my way into buying any of the teams in this market as opposed to selling them.
Who would you be most in favor if you had one stock to choose from out of the three major sports franchises? Which stock are you buying?
The Bucks, and it's because it's the NFL. But if it's just about the quality of the team and who they are as a franchise, like if it's if we're including like what league it is, it's got to be the NFL. It's got to be the Bucks. But outside of that, it's got to be the Lightning. How is it not?
Here's why it's the Rays, and I'll tell you why it's the Tampa Bay Rays. It's quite simple. When you think economics, you want to buy a stock when it's at its lowest. You want to buy low, sell high. Right now, who's counting in the Rays? Who's high on the Rays right now? Well, that's the thing. If you believe that stock's going to rise, which you know me, I always do, because pitching, defense.
This is a long-term buy. There's not a short-term buy here.
The Rays, and me and Sam were talking about it before the show, the Rays over the last 15 years or so, one of the most winning franchises in all of baseball, National League and American League. That includes the Dodgers.
After this season, are we going to say that about the last 3 years? Right? This year and the last two?
Maybe, maybe not. But I tend to...
If a stock's been underperforming for 3 years, do you buy it?
If it's on a downward trend, that's a very good point. If you believe in the stock, if you believe in the company, yes. And I believe in the company, I believe in the Rays. So, yes, I would buy.
Now, you could look at the Rays, right, and say that they're about to have, potentially in the next couple of years, a new major investor, new money. And it's not really a new investor, but that's what you would look at it in the business world, right? But with a new ballpark and the new area that they're going to build around the ballpark, the plan for the Rays and the building and the surrounding area is going to be a massive boon for this team, and I think then we'll send the stock through the roof.
Right now, buy low. Who am I selling the most right now? The Bucks. I'm selling the Bucks. You just said it yourself in the last segment. If people missed it, you can hear it on the iHeartRadio app. We podcast it. You said it. They are a couple potential bad moves away from disaster. Guys are getting older. Things can fall off the rails really quickly, and if they do, you are screwed. That is a plummeting stock. That is a stock that I'm selling. I'm not buying that stock right now. I'm not really even holding that stock right now. I'm selling that.
I'm buying it because you're selling it, and because people are soured on it, and because I know that in that category of stock, it's also often the fastest to rebound, right? A lot easier to get good quick in the NFL than it is in Major League Baseball or it is in the NHL. You can, even though there's a salary cap and all that stuff, like the way that the NFL operates, we saw it this season. The New England Patriots were terrible last year, and they were in the Super Bowl this year.
If you bought that stock, you were in good. You bought low.
Yeah.
And they brought you high. What if the Rays make the playoffs this year?
I'm buying the Bucks.
I'm holding the Lightning. Hold. That's what they do, Sam. You're a stock guy.
Yeah, you hold the Lightning until you retire.
Hold.
They're consistently just terrific. As long as Coach Cooper is the front man there, you hold that as the day is long. When it comes to buying, though, guys, I think we're missing out the big one. We had Coach Hodgson on the show the other day, Rob Higgins on the show.
Yep.
I'm buying USF Athletics in general.
I could not agree with you more, Sam. And we hadn't got into it yet, but I had USF and even the Rowdies on this list. When I look at USF, I could not agree with you more. A new football stadium about to open up, a college basketball coach we can really believe in, a college football coach that he hasn't proven it, but we all believe in Brian Hartline quite a bit.
Buy.
Who do we have to go to buy that USF stock? Is that the Fowler Ave Collective?
Buy.
I don't know, but you liquidate the life savings and you buy as many shares of USF Athletics in general.
Yeah.
Give me the portfolio. I don't just want individual stocks here. Give me it all.
I wish I could remember who I saw, but somebody was tweeting about it the other day about how USF Athletics are in about as good of a spot as anybody in the country that's not in one of the major conferences like the SEC or the Big Ten. But with the other groups like USF's, all of their athletic program in about as good of a spot as anybody in the country outside of those major conferences.
I'm selling University of Tampa. How could Coach Urso not put me on that team? I had a perfect walk-on tryout, and he didn't put me on the team. And guess what? There's no way you can keep winning championships at the clip that they're winning championships on. Sell, UT, my alma mater.
No,
UT, is that a penny stock?
Sell.
No, you hold that. They're back-to-back defending
I'm
champs.
selling them out of spite. I love my university, but I'm upset still.
They ruined Aaron's baseball career, Sam. That's what you don't know.
Yeah, some career.
Wow.
See you on the golf course, kid.
Wow. There's some real animosity.
I'll buy stock in a full round of golf. How about that?
That's a bad stock you're buying, buddy.
So when Sam interviewed for this job, he said one of the first questions he asked us, we asked him some questions, and it's like, oh, you got any questions? Pat, how do you feel about being outnumbered on the show? And I'm like, oh, I'm cool with that. Like, that's okay. But now I've realized I'm not really outnumbered. I'm more of a referee because there's a building rivalry here and a little bit of bad blood. And I feel like it's going to get to the point where, like, I'm breaking you guys up.
No, I mean, it's a rivalry.
Not physically, because we know how that would go.
And that's it. That's why you can't be involved in this rivalry because you don't.
I'm the official.
You're the official. That's exactly your stripes because you're not golfer. That we compete with each other in things that you just won't. You can't. Compete.
It's all love at the end of the day.
You have to play the referee.
Dude, I can't compete in anything right now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a damn mess.
Hunchback of
Dude,
Notre
you know
Donovan.
what? Stocks, sell Donovan. Sell.
Oh, I'm buying.
No, I sold that
buying
stock
Donovan.
a long time ago.
Well, thank you.
The second he tried to get off my couch when I was in my 20s, I said, sell.
I'm buying Nick Wise stock.
And then I'm buying Nick Wise stock. And then I sold my own stock because I'm getting old, too. I sold my own stock.
Would you guys buy my stock?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of Sam Cohen stock.
Yeah. You're hot on what is the list? What's the list for stocks? I don't know anything about this.
What's that
Hey,
stock
what's
list?
the list? There's got to be like a hot list, right?
Sam, what's that stock hot list?
I mean, normally you have the S&P 500 or the Dow.
There you go.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's just like the top whatever companies. I don't know if there's an actual. I mean, if your name makes it on Warren Buffett's list every year at their annual shareholder meeting for Berkshire Hathaway, but like what he's buying. But I can't say there's like a top 10